Yeah.
And we're back.
We're gonna take this back street, because look how they building back there.
Yeah, I see how they
back here used to be the whole houses.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man, I was a kid. Now look at all that they doing.
But you know, this reminds me of Old Town Alexandria, though. Old Town Alexandria. Yeah. This is what they're doing in Old Town Alexandria.
Yeah, well, that's what they're doing. This is the gentrification.
Yeah.
Because the city was 70% black.
Yeah. So where is everybody moving out to?
North Charleston.
To go to North Charleston.
Now I got to move up where I've been at, because now you got all them cheap people coming off the project, coming under these programs, and they mixing them in with people who pay good money. And now you get these ghetto people coming into your area, and they
well, it sounds like a socioeconomic class thing.
Yes. Because the people don't take care of their properties. And then they give them a reason. Then when the whites move out the neighborhood, the property values go down.
So this is a history.
So now you getting in the red line thing, right?
Yeah.
Now they telling you that your house ain't worth as much as that house, that same 3-bedroom house, the same comparison size of yours, everything. But it sold $100,000 more than what you sell in your neighborhood.
That sounds like it's happening all over, everywhere.
Okay.
I mean, it's the same thing in D.C. In that area, you'll be in Oxon Hill, Maryland, right across the bridge, the Woodrow Wilson Bridge, and you go into Old Town Alexandria, and the house will cost you $500,000 more. Same house.
Yeah.
Same house. Might have been built by the same people. And you see.
Is the Fleet Landing open? I like eating that, too.
I think I went to Fleet Landing one time.
Can't even tell them.
And that's how they play the game. But that's how they play the game, is economics. Everybody thinks it's because if I can keep you out from a lot of times we think it's racial, but it's really economics. Because if I can just price you out, then whether you white or black, you're not moving up in there. And that's why I've always emphasized financial literacy. Because if you learn how to make your money and do what you need to do, you can live wherever you want to live. You can say you can live with the $1 million folks, you can live with the uppity Negroes, you can live with the racist white people, you can live wherever you want to live when you got that money. Of course, there's some extreme cases where people might find themselves excluded, but this really feels like Old Town Alexandria.
You see it?
I'm feeling like I'm driving around. I'm like, this Charleston, Old Town Alexandria. But that's why if people get their money in order,
and we're gonna make the left.
Make the left, okay. They can do whatever they want to do. And of course, there's gonna be somebody. No, you can't do what you want to do. And of course, there's going to be certain parameters and things in place to try to hold you back. But at the same time, if you handle your business, then chances are you have a little bit more flexibility in this world. That's what I discovered for me personally.
Me too.
Yeah, it's like if I go out work hard. People don't think I work hard. I work really, really hard.
Right.
I work really.
I know you work hard.
They don't even understand.
Oh, I know you work hard. I tell my friend, boy, Jay work hard, man.
They don't even understand. They think I just wake up in the morning and just, man, I'm like, man, y'all don't even understand. Because your mind has to always be thinking. But it affords me the opportunity to do this. So then you get people in our community, and this might not be just a black, it just might be people just might be just the way they are in general, but they expect for you to work hard, bust your tail, be strategizing, thinking, traveling, doing all this, and then somehow come back and give them something without they don't work, they just sitting around.
They just feel you owe them.
And I'm like, what do I owe you, and why do I owe you anything? I bust my tail. If I see you busting your tail, then I'm gonna come help. But if you not busting your tail, wasting opportunities, bad attitude, all of that, and then expect me to come in and say, well, you're supposed to do X, Y, Z. Who said that? That's crazy. That's insane. That's something's wrong with somebody. People who think like that always stay broke.
Yeah.
And always get left behind. Yeah. Or they live a life, they're trying to hustle people, or they got a bunch of excuses, and I ain't got this and I ain't got that. I'm saying that. I said, because I was telling a dude, I think I was in Accra in Ghana. A dude from Liberia came up to me begging, and I told him, I said, look, man, I said, I don't give to the begging. I told dude here in America, I said, look, I don't do that. He said he was giving me the whole story. So I said, I've been so low in life where I've had a homeless man.
Yeah, you can go around these people.
Oh, okay, I can go around. Okay. Oh, yeah. See, I said, I've been so low that I had a homeless man give me his honey bun because he said I looked like I needed it more than he did. That's how long it's been, man. Mm-hmm. So I'm saying, when somebody come to me talking about they beg and all, and you privileged and this, I'm saying, do you know where I had to pull myself up from the stuff I've had out of these places that I find? Some of the places I put myself in. Now, we down here by the Battery, right?
Yeah, this is the Battery.
All right. And these are multi-million-dollar homes that everybody, they had the noise ordinance back in the day, like about 30 years ago. They'd come down here and play that old Miami bass music.
No, like...
And Luke and all them, and they had a fit down here.
Oh, no, but see, when I was a kid, I always got to go back when I was a kid. Because everything is so different now.
Even for me,
but this was the Sunday hangout.
Yes.
So all the black folks used to come down here on Sunday.
Yes.
Oh, we used to go to the market back there. There was an ice cream parlor. And we used to get our ice cream at the ice cream parlor in the market. Then we'd walk down here to the Battery. And over here at the pier, there used to be a pier here.
Okay.
And there was boats going out to Fort Sumter.
Yeah, that's Sumter.
From this point over here.
Yeah.
On Sundays and
all the cannons.
And the tourists and the locals, and especially the black locals on Sundays.
Okay.
You know, and everybody be riding around here, and and they put an end to all of that.
Of course they did. They do it everywhere. They of course they do. And it's like, you can protest. That's what, you ain't got no money. You can protest till you. But if you got the money, if you got the loot, then you come and say, oh, okay, well, this is how we're gonna play this game. I wish we would understand that and stop playing emotional games and get our money right. And then we can move all kinds of needles. Because when you're dealing with the politicians, you pay them the right way. You pay off the right politician, you get what you want. That's just the way that the system works.
Corruption.
People talk about Nigeria is corrupt. I said, man, it's the same system everywhere. I said America's just corrupt as Nigeria. They just do it a little bit more sophisticated.
There you go.
It's just like, let's do it like this. You know. So but we get caught up in playing it on a religious angle, and then we get caught up in playing it on the emotional angle. Y'all don't like me, and it's like, well, who cares if they like you? You want to get what you need to get and do what you got to do. They don't like me. They don't want to accept me and put me in positions and stuff.
See, all of that to me is still mental slavery.
It's definitely mental slavery.
It's mental slavery.
And it breaks my heart to hear black people talk like that. Well, they're not going to give me that. I'm saying, do you understand? You can make over $100,000 a year on your job. If you learn how to invest and manage that $100,000 a year, you have the same opportunities just like the next person. But instead, you're now allowing all these other emotional factors to influence how you spend your money. And you're giving money, you're enabling people. And so now you're trying to carry
make a
barrier.
We just going to look at some more homes.
Oh, yeah.
And then we're going back and we're going to park and go get some.
Go get some meat, But I tell them, I said, that's why I tell my children, I said, I'm not enabling you. I said, I will empower you. I'll teach you how to make money. I'll teach you.
Oh, me too.
I said, but if you're going to come in here and you think you're going to lay around and be lazy and I'm going to get up and go work, you have lost your mind. And so, but there are a lot of people in our community who enable.
Yes, they do.
Enable people. Just like, I mean, it's like the people can't get up and work.
That's
right? Okay. But then I go over to Ghana and I see the people hustling all day long.
Everybody got to hustle.
Everybody hustling. And so what it takes is for somebody to say, get up and walk. They get caught up in systems. Yeah. And so when they get caught up in these systems, they really don't understand the power of who they are.
They don't.
And they don't understand the power of what they already have. What they do is they're leaning on the system, which the system then becomes the idol. And the system is the thing that now debilitates them and causes them to miss out on the access of the very thing they have in front of them that could lead them to the freedom. That's what I'm seeing. And then, of course, then you have the hypocrites out here who playing games.
I agree with you 100%. And in my conversation, I use two words: so-called.
So-called is a wonderful term. That's the trick. That's the word right there. So-called. The question is, because some people think that it's working. I used to think that things were working for me until I learned more, and then I found out that what I used to think was working for me wasn't working. I was like, y'all told me this stuff was working, but really, there's another level to it. I think that's what I hope for people to be able to access. Is that level that just like everybody else is running around doing and living their life and doing their thing, then I'm saying for all these people who are, wow, this really has a very old town Virginia feel, but that we can access it and embrace the power of what is contained in those words that we say that we're reading. But all right, so we're gonna go get some food, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. That's what's up. All right. Next time you see us, food in full effect.
Yeah, let's go get some.
Open up your eyes and see all the fun and mystery. Take an African adventure with Darren and Destiny. From the mountains to the shore, so many things to explore. Take an African adventure with Darren and Destiny.
The Adventures of Darren and Destiny. And Darren and Destiny are twin brother and sister, and you go on their adventures throughout the African diaspora, meaning so African diaspora destinations, primarily focused in Africa, but we go to South America, we're going to go to the Caribbean. Their first book is going to take you to Ghana, and then we're going to go on a safari, and from there we're going to go to Ethiopia, and then we go to Salvador, Brazil. And what the goal is to be able to inspire curiosity in the continent of Africa, in our children from a very young age, and to really tell a more accurate story. Most of our children are exposed to negative images, late night infomercials about how bad things are, everybody's sick, everybody's poor, everyone's uneducated, but that's simply not true. So what Darren and Destiny and their family do is they go to different African destinations. They are learning about these different places. You're beginning to see positive images, but still telling the truth. I mean, that's the important thing, to tell the truth about some of the things that have occurred. But it's all done on a children's level so they begin to understand it. And it begins to pique their curiosity. They begin to learn more. And hopefully one day they will want to explore and visit the continent of Africa and its many countries. There's just so much that Darren and Destiny are able to do, and as they're doing it, it's like they begin to open the minds of a new generation, and they don't get bombarded and indoctrinated with negativity. They're actually able to see positivity and inspiring images and messages about the African diaspora, as well as those who are still indigenous to the continent of Africa, and they begin to learn more and just see things differently. So I'm excited about introducing the Adventures of Darren and Destiny.